Hey guys, welcome back. This is the GSL Code A. I am Doa. With me is Wolf. And we just saw yet another Code S player get knocked out of the GSL. Code A is like really shaking things up this season. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't expect that at all. We were talking about this during the break, and I was like, I can't believe Byung's gone. He's actually gone. This guy's been in here for a while, and he made it all the way to round of 4 in Code S 2 seasons ago. Last season, fell out, and now totally gone.
He's gone. It's like he was a shadow, and the sun has come out, and now he's like, you can't see him anymore.
The sun will set again. Well, actually, when the sun is out, that's when the shadows come out. I'm like, wait a minute, Doa,
this isn't working today, Wolf. It's just not working. All right, let's move on to our next match already. Here's NS Hoso Tassadar, a finalist from a couple seasons ago. Wasn't able to get into Code S. He's still in Code A. Still a pretty scary Protoss player. We're going to have to see how he does today. He's laughing because he knows who he's playing. Oh, boy.
He's playing against...
You'll see.
Everyone knows. Spoil it for you guys.
No.
See what he's wearing. Look at how scared Tassadar looks now, man.
Yeah, he's like
oh, I just realized who I'm up against.
It's Superstar.
No cape for Superstar today.
Not today. I can't believe this guy made it into Code A, honestly.
This guy used to be known as Max in Brood War, and of course, now uses the ID Superstar. Used to use the ID Random King, and he was actually picking Random at that time, but now is starting to race pick Zerg. He's decided it's his best and favorite race, and
he's like literally the craziest person I've met.
He is actually the craziest person I've ever met. He lived at the GOM house for a little while when I was here when I first got to Korea, and he would stay up all night screaming and yelling, and he was a crazy guy, but now... You know, when I saw him play at the qualifiers, I was like, there's no way this guy can make it. This guy's a joke. But actually, when I saw his play at the qualifiers, I was like, he's actually really good. And he's got a chance against Tassadar, but I think Tassadar is still definitely the favorite here.
I would agree. I mean, when we were watching the qualifiers, I honestly was like, oh, he's trying to qualify. That's cute. But he actually played really well. I was impressed. So we'll have to see how he does in Code A. I mean, I think we can be confident that nerves aren't going to be a problem for this guy. I mean, he's just that type of personality. He calls himself Superstar. What more do you need to know? It's in all caps as well, by the way.
Yeah.
So
that's how you spell his ID. You have to have it in all caps. You can't just call him Superstar.
That's right. Yeah. He's an interesting guy. I posted some Twitter pictures of him trying to rock, paper, scissors Moonglade's bed away from him back when I was here last time. They're on my Twitter somewhere. You can look. You can find them. You can find me on Twitter at GoSudo. You can find Wolf at FXO Wolf, and you can find GOMTV at GOMTV.
Yeah,
on Twitter. I would definitely recommend following GOMTV, especially because they've got all the GSL news. Why wouldn't you want to follow them?
Yeah, man.
We're just entertaining.
But it comes from them first.
That's right. They're holding hands right now. The game is about to begin. Tassadar versus Superstar. Good little music there. I thought the music was going to go into Sandstorm for a second there or something. On the right side of the map, it is our yellow Protoss player from the team, NS Hoso, a team with some pretty good Protoss. He is...
NS Hoso Tassadar.
Tassadar.
He's a Code A finalist.
Yep. A fan of the single player apparently as well.
Yep.
And over here on the left side of the map is... I don't know, man. He is the one, the only...
Startail Superstar.
Startail Superstar. He's going to try to be a superstar today. Code A. Look at that concentration.
Look at that face, man. He is so focused. He actually always looks like this when he plays, though.
He does.
That's not even. He's not even trying to be funny. He actually just normally looks like that. He's got that little grin on his face.
I'm gonna get this guy so bad. Thanks to our sponsors, Sony Ericsson, Intel as well, and G-Skill for sponsoring the GSL.
Well, we're going to see Tassadar go for Forge first before Nexus.
Yep.
Because he hasn't scouted what Superstar is doing yet. Definitely never put it past Superstar to 6 pool, 9 pool, anything like that.
He does crazy things. I mean, he definitely does match his personality. Oh,
didn't block the hatchery.
Is going hatch first against a Forge expanding Protoss. That's brave.
There's nothing to spot for possible pylons.
Yeah.
So if he leaves the probe alone, he actually might be able to do some cannoning if he chooses to.
Well, he's going after it now, but Tassadar's like, all right, well, do I cannon? To cannon or not to cannon? That is the question.
Well, with the drone falling, the answer is always not to cannon.
Yep, probably. Probably not.
Probably.
Probably not. Oh, there we go. That's a better place for the Nexus. And Superstar going to be getting a pretty quick Zergling speed, I would imagine, as well. He can be a cheesy guy, but he's also, you know, shown himself to be pretty good in standard play as well.
Yeah, standard play is all that Superstar is about. In most cases, when he's not playing random, he really loves to just play standard. He's a really good Zerg player. Now, when he does play random, actually, he's really known for his macro builds. Instead of going like 6-pool, he's like, I'm random. He actually will do things like go hatch first, or as Terran, you'd go command center first against Protoss, just weird things when he played random. And it worked out for him a lot of the time.
Yeah, well, you can actually get away with a lot of those really greedy openings if you play random, because your opponent kind of is forced to play a little bit defensively on bigger maps. They don't know what you're doing. 2 gas for Tassadar. Wouldn't be surprised at all to see him put up a pretty quick Stargate, actually. It's pretty popular to do.
Yeah, we're at cross positions on this map, Antigua. So Stargate play can be quite good. You can use that to control the overlords around the map. And, you know, the further away the overlords have to go after they're made to scout, the more reluctant you are going to be to scout with overlords when there are Stargate units around the map.
Yeah, absolutely. There's Zergling speed on the way for Superstar. Pretty sure he's the only player in the GSL that has his name in all caps.
Well, there are other players like
besides
JYP.
Like the initial ones. Yeah. MC. We're not going to count the guys using their initials. SC, whose ID stands for his initials, by the way.
It's true, I can't think of another one who's on all caps. Only Superstar is
Superstar is the only one, man. He's the only guy that can pull that off. Alright, so Cybernetic score finishing, and Warpgate started right away, but will we see Stargate?
Well, we have a pylon over here on the left side of the Tassadar's base, and if he makes one, I think that's where he's going to put it.
Yeah.
In fact, he's already sent a probe over there.
Oh, and there it is.
Stargate.
You guys will see it in a moment. There it is, Stargate. Not the movie, not the show, the building in StarCraft 2. Pretty good movie in the show.
It's like, it's called Stargate Antigua.
Stargate Antigua. You never know, man. They have a couple different series with that. The original movie, though, I loved that movie when I was a kid, man. That was like one of my favorite films. Very cool.
Well, here's the 2 Zealot pressure coming out from Tassadar. He's going to check for third base in an unlikely place. Actually decides to check the more likely location now. Yep. Checking the gold as well, because we've seen a lot of Zergs try to take fast third base on the gold.
Yeah,
like
actually, that is something.
Yesterday tried to do. And Superstar has a ton of Zerglings out, though, and he's going to be able to deal with this pretty easily. Even has a Queen to help out.
Yeah, making a Roach Warren. And
the Queen is a little bit indecisive about what she wants to do here.
Well, he should be able to save this hatchery. Might need a few more Zerglings than that, though.
Nice surround.
Yep. It should be... Is it going to be enough Zerglings? Yes, absolutely it will be.
Yeah, if he had just moved it a little bit closer to the minerals, he would have been much better off.
Yeah. All right, so a Phoenix on the way. Tassadar does not know about the Stargate yet. Well, actually, he does. He made it.
He's going to...
Superstar doesn't know about it.
He's going to use that Phoenix to get vision with the Void Race. He's going to warp units onto the high ground with that pylon that he made over there.
Superstar going for a counterattack, though.
Yes,
he does
it's a huge counterattack, and actually, I don't know if this is a wall-off by Tassadar. We might find out pretty soon. He finds the pylon, and the Zealots are warped on the high ground, so they can't defend the pylon. Well, the warp-in has already been made.
Yeah, these Zealots are going to do some serious damage in the mineral line, going after the Spore Crawler first, actually, I guess. All right.
Nice positioning on these Queens so that the Zealots can't surround them.
Yeah. And here they come. Zealots are going to start wrecking the mineral line here, but Superstar has enough Zerglings to get them out. I don't even know if he's going to be able to get that Queen. We'll see. Oh, does have a second Phoenix come in right now. That Void Ray taking a decent amount of damage, though. First Queen will go down, though.
And the second Queen might as well.
Yeah, looks like it will.
Gets the Void Ray out with one hit point.
Single hit point Void Ray. Gotta love it. And this is...
the GSL.
This is Tassadar. I was about to say this is not complete wall-up, but the Zerglings never got to run through it anyway, so...
Phoenix is getting a little overzealous.
Yep. Oh, that Void Ray.
It's a lucky Void Ray,
One
man.
hit away. Yeah.
Inside of all of those shields that are recharging right now is the, all this static going on. The guy's like, I can barely fly this.
He's like Jack Porkins right before he dies. He's like, no, I'm all right. And he blows up. Although that Void Ray has lasted a lot longer than Jack Porkins did in the Death Star.
Well, that Void Ray was staying on target.
He was.
On that
he was almost there.
He was almost there. 46 hit points left,
but
man.
The Queens came from behind. No. Void Ray like misses something. Like, Void Ray, do you switch off your targeting computer? No, it's okay. No, canceling those creep tumors.
Cancels there. I like that.
Yeah.
And Superstar's got a fully saturated third now. This timing attack is really weird. It's consisting of only Zealots, Phoenixes, and one Void Ray.
Yeah, this is very bizarre. But, one thing I've noticed all week so far is we've been seeing Protoss players do a lot of new things. A lot of new stuff, a lot of weird
people are trying to
timings.
figure it out because Protoss obviously haven't been doing very well recently.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure this game out, but
this is what Protoss needs.
There are a lot of Roaches, Spore Crawlers, and Queens here, and I don't know how well this attack is going to work.
Yeah, a lot of Roaches getting lifted here, but the Phoenix is not able to really do much damage.
Charge is finished. The Zealots are charging and trying to do what they can. There's just way too many Roaches, and that attack actually just got embarrassed.
Yeah.
It was weird because he scouted repeatedly what type of composition he was up against, but still decided to go for Charged Zealots and Phoenixes, which are the two least likely units to work against Roaches, Spore Crawlers, and Queens.
Yeah, that was weird. It was interesting to see, but yeah, it just didn't work. I mean, he lifted a lot of Roaches to try to give the Zealots room to do something. It looks like he might get this Queen. It did get transfused. Finding a spot between the Spore Crawlers where he can actually do that. And does he have enough energy? He does. It looks like he's going to
The other Queen was trying to help out, but she couldn't fit between the hatcheries. That Queen needs to go on a diet, man.
I guess so. I guess so.
Well, 5 Templar out. Storm is on the way. It's finishing up. And actually, these Templar have been out for a little while. Some of them will have enough energy to Storm. But even so, I mean, Storm is also not very good against Roaches.
No.
Burrow is on the way.
Superstar taking the gold as well, and nothing's going to really stop him. He's going to be getting Hydras to augment these Roaches here. Might try to make the dreaded Hydra Roach. And it could happen. It's possible. And Burrow as well. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, Superstar is just playing standard and normal, and
he's not going to allow this third base to go up without a fight. Here he goes, running in with his Zerglings a little bit preemptively. Yeah. He's actually, he just could have attacked these rocks instead. That's exactly what he's going to do.
Yep, that's what he's going to do now. And Tassadar's going to try to come in here. He could do a good job against those Zerglings with Storm from the Templar, but overall, he's pretty far behind. He's about 40 food down right now, and down on bases as well.
Catching Overlords, though.
Yeah.
Continue to do that with his Phoenixes. And holding this attack off okay. Remember, he has Storm, so those Zerglings, if they commit to an attack and Storms go off, they're going to be roasted Zerglings. They're going to be Zergling barbecue.
That's right. Oh, no, don't start again.
But don't start that again. What do you want to do? Jungle Book's a good movie, man.
It is. I haven't seen it in a long time, though.
Yeah, me neither, actually. I have to do something about that.
Just go home and watch the Jungle Book after the GSL.
I just want to see the Vultures arguing about what they want to do, man.
Well, what we have to find out is see if Tassadar is going to have the bare necessities to take out Startail Superstar.
I'll give you guys some unit numbers here.
Did you totally miss my Jungle Book reference?
No, I did. I got that. I didn't miss it. I'll show you what I was going to talk about. The necessities are after I tell you.
Oh,
now you messed it up. I don't have enough time.
I'm so
Jeez,
sorry.
Doa.
Let's start the cast over. You were saying?
Well, I want to hold that thought because I don't want an engagement to go off while I'm talking about numbers.
All right.
He's avoiding this engagement because he knows there are a lot of Storms saved up. Right now there are 17 Zealots, 1 Archon, 12 Stalkers, 6 Phoenixes, and 5 Templar out against 41 Roaches, 55 Zerglings, and 1 Hydralisk. Just one.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Nope, that's not on the field.
Oh, it's not there?
Nope, not until Christmas.
The Christmas units? Special pass? All the units have little hats.
All right, hits the Zerglings, killing a lot of those.
Yeah. Rocks are gradually going down, though. And they're down.
They're down, but they are fully walled off.
Yep.
And
here we go.
From two sides.
Yeah, this could be a little bit dangerous. Storm doesn't do a whole lot of roaches, but he's just got so many storms that it will eventually whittle those numbers down. Nice spread, though, for Startail Superstar. And I don't know, does he have enough? So many storms going off. Wow.
And catches the roaches even.
Man.
He's held that third base for quite a while.
Yeah,
I'm kind of impressed now. If he can take the center, he might be able to stop the gold base from mining.
Yeah. Looks like the crackling upgrade on the way for Startail Superstar is getting those adrenal glands.
And +3 ground carapace. Getting level 1 for his melee attacks as well.
Well, as you guys just saw, too, Superstar has a much, much higher economy, or income rather, because of that gold base. He's always taking his, or is already taking his 5th as well.
He's using most of his minerals on speedlings. Yep. This roach attack is not going to be very effective. Obviously, there's just so many stalkers out. They have blink.
Yeah, things starting to look a little bit better now. Look at that micro close-up action.
He's spending so much of his money on speedlings, but his gas is starting to stack up, and that's because he's got a Greater Spire on the way. He wants to go Brood Lords next.
Yeah, he's saving up for all those Brood Lords. He's mixing Corruptors as well. And lifting some more roaches. Well, Tassadar losing some units, but he's able to replenish just fast enough. Superstar is kind of in dire straits right now. He's really trying to push Tassadar back, but it's so close at the moment. I think Tassadar is going to have to cancel that gold, though.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to cancel. He may hold this very shortly here, but he just doesn't have enough. And yeah, there goes the gold down. These Zealots are actually getting trapped. That's really important. He doesn't have that many more units, and Superstar is just trading more efficiently now. He's got tons of units streaming across the map. 10 Corruptors on the way. And the Adrenal Glands upgrade is just now finishing, so they're going to do so much more damage whenever they attack from now on.
Yeah, well, Zerglings with those upgrades and then the metabolic boost as well, or the Adrenal Glands, are going to do so well against Blink Stalkers. I mean, every time they connect, they're going to hit that much faster, that many more times. And he's got a ton of Zerglings out right now as well, just a huge amount.
Yeah, he's got 63 out right now, and they attacked into some Colossus, decided that was not the best idea. Greater Spire has done 7 more Corruptors being made. He's going to have a total of 17 Corruptors. 15 Roaches on the way, +3 Carapace almost done, +2 Flyer attacks on the way. So you already got +1 before you even had those Corruptors out.
Well, he's going to have enough for a good amount of Broodlords, too.
He's got a lot of money in the bank. He's got 800 gas, not mining at the top left yet with his hatchery there.
Oh, this might be bad for his gold base. Those Colossi might be able to do damage, but look at this. Superstar coming in from 2 sides, but Storm, again, so strong. Looks like he's going to try to scare him with these Overlords. I don't know how well this is going to work. Oh, the Corruptor's coming in a little bit late there.
Yeah, but doing a ton of damage at the same. That's 17 Corruptors.
Yeah.
And now the Stalkers are going to do their work on those Corruptors.
Yep.
But most of them get away, actually. Now the Stalkers can't really chase as easily. A ton of Speedlings following this up. And remember, they have Adrenal Glands.
Yes, they do. And some Hydras on the way as well. So the composition is going to be great for Superstar when he does engage, but he might lose his gold. It's going to be close.
A lot of corruption going down. And those Adrenal Glands plus the corruption just do so much damage to those Stalkers.
Wow.
Hydra's doing some extra damage here as well. Corruptors continue to follow, corrupting the minds of these young Stalkers.
What they do, they're opening up pool halls, they're listening to Elvis Presley, they're corrupting the youth.
And the Stalker is actually blinking back. Nice Storm. He looks like he's going to be able to hold this attack from Superstar. But again, Superstar's just trading more efficiently. GG.
Wow.
More Speedlings coming in. He knew he couldn't really hold much longer. He had no real mining left.
Yeah.
And Superstar takes game 1. He looks very happy with himself.
Yep. He's very happy, as we can see. He's just going to keep doing that. Game's going to start and he's going to be like, oh, I need to use my hands for the keyboard now.
He's like doing that repeated animation that happens on like Nintendo 64 when like Donkey Kong wins Mario Party or whatever, and he just like keeps shaking his hands like that until you turn off the Nintendo.
He's happy. He's actually, I mean, he's a big personality here in Korea. He's actually got a lot of Korean fans as well. And everyone is like a little bit surprised to see him in coveted. It's kind of weird because obviously he's good enough to
be
here.
He's a caster,
no question.
actually. And he's a caster for another show that you guys don't get to watch. Well, some of you can watch it, but it's not always available. It's called a show Ready Action.
Yeah, that's right. It's I saw a thread about that on Team Liquid, actually.
Yeah, I think some people are starting to fan sub that.
Yep. But, so people are kind of surprised to see him here, but he's doing well. I mean, obviously he played well enough to be here that game, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, he just outclassed Tassadar. Tassadar did weird timing attack.
Yeah.
Made a lot of bad choices. He did a timing attack with the Phoenix and the Void Ray with Zealots.
That was really weird. Yeah.
I'm like, was that really your plan? Like, is that your plan to hide a pylon in the corner and then warp 3 Zealots in and then be like, well, maybe I can just do it? No, that doesn't make any sense, Tassadar. I'm sorry. That doesn't make any sense.
The thing I'm kind of wondering about, he probably knew that the roaches were there. I'm trying to remember if he knew that there were roaches there or not before he attacked. I think he did.
No, he scouted like a million times as Phoenixes. He knew how many roaches were there. He knew their upgrades.
I'm trying to think of some like excuse for him to.
No, there's no excuse.
I'm such a nice guy. I just want him to be loved.
Well, the thing about the pylon warp in onto the high ground, if the Zerglings hadn't spotted it and he was able to warp in 2 rounds and had 6 Zealots, that might have maybe possibly been okay. 3 Zealots and a Void Ray and a Phoenix? No. Not okay.
Well, probably see a little bit more standard play on this map, I think.
I think so. The map is going to be Metalopolis. Superstar is resting his mind. He's preparing himself mentally here.
Sit up straight. It's better posture, better gaming.
It's true.
It's like a little saying. You could put that on sort of like your logo motto thing at Team Liquid, you know?
Put a sticky note on your display and learn to do it. We're in the game now. I wasn't even going to do a little hype.